Oh, you can do anything.
3 out of 5.
Welcome to the Average Joe movie show. We're doing actually video. We're gonna see if this works. So we've got a test. And I'm Matt. And we've got Brandon.
Jeremy.
Justin.
Zach.
No, wait. I got a question. If it's video, is it a vodcast instead of a podcast?
No, that's dumb.
There are.
I'm just curious.
Watch my vlog. It's a blog.
Okay, I'm just curious. I don't know all the nerd lingo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he can ask a question.
Sorry.
And it's.
I just want to say that
I don't
we
even
didn't
know.
talk about that beforehand.
Okay.
This isn't even really a podcast, is it? Because we host it on Facebook, right? Is it on iTunes? Because that's where podcasts
Is it a vodcast?
You can't watch it on Anyway, okay.
This was not part of the script. I just want to mark right here, this was not part of the script.
What we actually do is review movies, and that's what we're going to do. And we each watched a movie in this last week, and we're going to just do kind of a short synopsis of it, and then we'll kind of all talk about it, right?
Sounds good.
And with the different movies that we've had, some of us have seen them, and some of us haven't, so we won't necessarily all have much to say about a certain movie. Zach, do you want to begin?
Sure. This week I watched, well, first of all, Brandon, because of your review, I watched Soul Surfer.
Which I think maybe we should, if someone goes and watches a movie that we've discussed, maybe bring it back for just a minute to...
For a rewind?
Yeah.
Okay.
To get their take on it.
Well, because like Source Code, I may go watch that now if... Depending on
you get
about
weird to talk about.
55 seconds.
How about an honorable mention? An honorable mention of Soul Surfer.
So it was enough for you to watch it,
Yep.
and you
Good to go.
So that's 2 recommendations. I got to check it out now.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
got to do it now.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so the movie, though, that I wanted to review is... Now I've gone blank. Now the camera's on.
The
I'm
Others.
scared. Thank you.
The Others.
We'll cue you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Need some cards.
Yeah. Nicole,
I just
Don't
hit
shake the
table.
camera.
it's a high-tech set. Okay? This tablecloth.
Hey,
Jeez.
cameraman.
You can't just buy this at Zucker's, okay?
Zucker.
Or
Zurchers. I think is what it's called.
Okay.
So
Zuckers.
if you're ready, whenever you're ready,
Mark Zuckerberg.
The others.
continue.
The others. Nicole Kidman, and as far as I know, she was the only real name in it. I mean, I didn't know any of the
Is
kids.
she
I didn't
real
know the
name?
other three. Oh, except that her husband.
Tom Cruise.
No,
Oh.
her husband in the show was the guy
I'll
in
do some
Gone
fact
in
checking
60
on
Seconds
this.
with the huge mouth.
The black guy?
No, the bad guy.
Oh, the kind of British guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I like him.
Did you just...
No. So, The Others. I watched it for kind of the Halloween spirit. It's a great show. It's weird because it's slow. It takes time to build. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I have seen
It takes a little time to build. It drags sometimes. However, it is a completely family-friendly Halloween movie because it's spooky. It's got some creepy stuff in it.
Yeah, no gore necessarily.
No gore, and it's not really the jump out from behind a door scare you. It's more the slow suspense build up, creepiness. I guess that's the 30-second rundown. I should say.
Yeah, I don't even really remember. It was a long time since I saw it.
So it's PG-13, right?
Yeah.
So why do you think that is then? If it's, I mean, there really isn't any gore.
I don't know. I mean, it could be PG.
Suspense or whatever.
Kind of this. Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do
you
they call
could
it,
maybe
sci-fi
call it
suspense
like
or whatever?
adult content because it's
the
it could be
kinda
scary.
creepy.
yeah,
or
it could
it's
be
kinda
PG.
dark.
So is it Watcher in the Woods? Creepy?
That's
It's
a
been
good
a
one,
long
too.
time. But yeah, so I forgot. So the 30-second rundown is Nicole Kidman's husband has gone off to war.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kind of knows that he's not coming back except for her. She hasn't accepted that. She's got 2 kids. She is extremely devout Christian. Punishes her kids by making them read hours and hours from the Bible and scares them into obedience by telling them that they're going to go to limbo and these types of things.
I don't really think either one of those is a punishment. Really, I just want to go on the
What, reading the Bible or going to hell?
You don't have
Yeah.
to try and convince
Those
us.
are
It's
fine.
Okay.
someone else.
So for the rest of us heathens,
I feel like such a heathen myself.
so three. It's kind of set in back in the day, and she lives in a big mountain, or a big mansion. So 3 people show up to
Wait,
help clean.
Is back in the day
I was just
between like 1500 and 1600? I don't.
Sorry.
I lost my
back in the day,
reference there.
it
World
was
War
like the
II, we're
80s,
talking-
dude. The 90s.
We're
92.
talking World War II,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
maybe World War I.
Back when the world was black and white.
I
Yes,
think there were cars.
yes.
30s, 40s maybe.
Yeah.
So 3 people show up to, 3 servants show up. She hires them, and then it just kind of starts getting creepy. Typical. The house is haunted. The kids are seeing stuff, and it just kind of escalates from there. And you don't know who's, yeah. I mean, are these 3 people alive? Are they the ghosts? Are there other ghosts? Whatever. Because all the craziness started happening with these 3 people, and then you start learning that Nicole Kidman is really unstable, as is her character. Waiting for that one.
That was a very good drone.
We didn't want to hit the table because our camera would tip over.
That's true.
I mean, our cameraman would tip over.
Yeah.
So is that the end of the 30-second synopsis?
Well, the 30-second synopsis ended like 18 seconds ago, and then I moved into my second one.
So are we doing spoilers?
Sure.
I don't know if we should or not. I'm just asking what you guys think. Because there's definitely some spoilers in this movie, right?
Yeah.
I say if it's a movie that you truly can spoil, don't spoil it.
Okay.
Don't spoil it. Because on a suspense film like that, you
sense.
want to leave it so that people watching go, oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
not
cool.
like mine, I just throw out the Captain America went communist. At the
Yes.
end.
Yeah, that'd be
don't
bad.
spoil that.
Because we know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the first Avenger. He
Yeah, he's
avenged
comrade.
communism or whatever.
Comrade.
So who else has seen the others?
I've seen it, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it was good.
It has been a while.
I mean, what do you think? Would you guys
I
recommend
thought it was
as
really
well?
good. I thought it kept you going all the way to the very end until you realized what was going on, and so it was suspenseful.
I remember
Yeah.
it being slow, like you said,
Slow, that's-
kind of slow building, but good ending and good. Yes, a couple good, suspense.
kind of that. Sweet.
Enough to keep you interested, but you have to be patient. Cause
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
slow.
It's a little investment.
It's definitely no like Saw kind of horror movie,
Right.
I
don't think I'd let my 8 or my 10-year-old watch it, even though it's pretty clean. I think they'd be,
It's just because it'd get in
they'd
there.
be up.
Yeah.
Like, they wouldn't sleep.
Get into their subliminal.
Yeah. Or my wife. I wouldn't let her
Or,
watch
in
it.
fact, I wouldn't even watch it, so
Yeah.
it's not coming into my home.
Trying to decide if I'd watch it again because I did watch it once. I thought it was pretty good.
I don't remember.
It's kind of like
Is
The
it
Sixth
long?
Sense because you know how it ends.
It's the
kinda like-
one time.
But I haven't seen it in such a long time that I honestly don't remember exactly.
Neither do
Do it.
I.
I can tell you.
It's a good Halloween movie.
It is.
I can
It's
see
a good
that.
Halloween movie.
Yeah. It's
Maybe I
This
will
season?
watch that again.
And is that on
Instant View.
Netflix streaming?
It's on Instant View.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And available at any DVD store that doesn't exist anymore.
So Justin,
Is
what
there any DVD
are we
store?
okay with the others then? All right. So what did you watch?
I watched The Associate, which, you're all asking me, was it a John Grisham kind of one? Because it sounds like
Like
that.
the client.
Yeah, but no, it's nothing to do with that. It was a movie with Whoopi Goldberg, who is a stockbroker, and she can't get anywhere in the stockbroker world because she's an African American woman, and
With
so
no eyebrows.
yeah, with big
Well, that's
dreadlocks
why,
and whatever,
because of the eyebrows.
and her huge forehead. But she can't get anywhere in the stock market world, and so she creates her associate, her partner, her business partner, who's just a made up old white dude.
Oh, that's
It's-
right.
It's like a late mid
Okay.
90s movie probably. So she makes him up, and he becomes this like stockbroker guru, and the whole market's like, we got to meet this guy. Cuddy was his name, something Cuddy or Cuddy.
Was it Putty?
No, Cuddy, not Putty.
Was it Cuddy Putty?
But Putty is a cool guy on Seinfeld. Anyway, she makes up this character. Everyone finally wants to meet him, so she has to turn into this
Putty.
white
Oh.
guy. And so, pretty easy transition because she already looks like a man a little bit. So, she's,
I think you're boring, Brandon.
And-
just so you know.
no, he's
Sorry,
researching
I'm
it.
fact-
Oh,
fact
sorry.
checking.
He's fact-checking to make sure I'm not just BSing this whole movie.
I'm sorry.
He's got angry birds on him.
Yeah.
Boing, boing, boing.
And I think if Whoopi watches this, she's gonna be
She's
a
gonna be
little
mad.
Yeah, she's
Really
gonna feel.
disappointed.
But honestly, she made an uglier white dude than the ugly person that she is. Because I don't find it very
It's getting
attractive.
worse.
Did you ever see Soul Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kinda like Soul
So
Man.
it's similar to that where he
like
went
angry
from
white chicks.
Didn't he go from a white kid to
to like get into Harvard
Yeah,
or
snotty
something. It was
white
easier
kid.
to go as a black guy.
Yes,
Oh.
this is the
Wasn't
opposite.
that guy kind of on the verge of being a big actor, and he did that show, and then he
I don't know.
It's
disappeared?
Pony Boy.
He was
Yeah,
on Red
right.
Dawn.
and he'd just done
Yeah.
some big shows, and that he thought
and
it
that
was
was
going
when
to
we
be.
shut him down.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he disappeared.
But that was a pretty funny movie, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what,
The rumor.
Yeah.
That's the rumor floating around the office.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, so
My
The
other
Associate.
movie buff friends or whatever.
I thought, it's probably just a stupid movie and I'll watch it anyway. But it was pretty entertaining. My wife and I both enjoyed it. Kind of funny at the end, when she finally takes off her mask, her white man mask, and shows that it's been her the whole time that's been making all these great brokerage decisions. The world is like, oh, yay, equality. And it ends pretty good.
And you're
But,
not for that as
Was
well.
it
No,
cheesy? Was it corny though?
In some parts, but overall it's just like a good, kind of like a good 90s comedy. It's
Is
just
it
a good
similar
comedy.
like Tootsie where
Yeah.
you can't imagine that anyone would really believe
No, because
that is not a man or a woman.
they actually made her look like a really ugly old white dude. Enough that you didn't recognize her as, it didn't look like Whoopi at all. So,
Better or worse than Mrs. Doubtfire, costume wise?
worse in the fact that Mrs. Doubtfire looked like an old lady.
Yeah.
She kind of looked like an old lady. This, you can tell it's definitely makeup.
Okay.
So it wasn't as realistic, but it was pretty entertaining. I would definitely say go watch it if you catch it on.
She's
TV
pretty
or whatever.
clever. I mean, her humor.
Yeah,
is-
she-
I
I
actually
think she's pretty
secretly
good.
like Whoopi Goldberg.
I do
think
too.
She's pretty funny.
As an
I think
actress-
she's a little past her prime.
Yeah, as an actress, I think she's good. She's got great roles. As a person on The View, I think she's a liberal nut job. So go Whoopi.
Go Whoopi.
All right. Has anyone else seen it? I don't
No.
Oh,
You said don't look at the camera unless I'm talking directly to somebody.
to Whoopi, in
Whoopi
this
when
case.
she
So,
watches.
Jeremy,
oh, Whoopi.
you watched Captain America?
I did. I watched Captain America. I guess it's the first Avenger in the
Yeah.
whole Avenger series. I
That's
don't know.
the
I'm not
full
familiar.
title.
I
Yeah.
thought he was the only Avenger.
No.
And that's a toxic
No.
Avenger. He's got other people.
But so I guess he's the first one. Later on, they bring in other guys. As far as I know, are you guys
Iron
familiar
Man,
with
stuff
the?
like that, right?
Yeah,
And the
Because
whole-
he was in World War II, and
right.
Well, wasn't it Starks? Isn't Stark
Stark's
in it?
involved.
Yeah, because I know Iron Man
Yeah,
somehow.
Stark's dad.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah. So have you seen it? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah, and kind of a comic book
No.
loser.
The comic, I thought they were
That's
graphic
well. That's why
novels.
when I was saying, has anybody seen it? I went like that.
Oh yeah,
So-
I've seen it.
So
Hey, comic book nerd, push your glasses up,
Yeah.
dude.
graphic novels
I like
to you, Fred.
novels.
I,
So-
I don't read comics.
Wait, that sounds bad. Actually, it's a graphic novel.
Isn't that what they're called?
I have no idea.
So
Yeah.
Jeremy,
He
the
Back first Avenger.
So-
30 seconds.
So Captain
synopsis.
America, yeah, Captain America, weakling guy, wants to go fight in the war, wants to dominate. He's a great guy. He's just so tiny. He's 90 pounds, and he just can't seem to get in. He's got asthma. He's got all these
So it's like
problems.
putting me in a
Yeah,
machine
exactly.
and coming out
He
you.
looks a lot like
They
you.
did it.
They
was-
did a great job.
Yeah,
I
it was
thought. I was
pretty.
impressed.
Like he really looks
So
like
they
he's
make this
decrepit.
big, huge, muscular man look like a really teeny, tiny, skinny guy. So it's kind of me and you.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I'm
kinda-
saying. If you
yeah.
put me into like some laser machine,
Mhm.
it would come out like you. Because we have about the same hair and stuff.
Except he was muscular. This guy was muscular.
I am muscular. It's
Hey,
just
you're
hiding.
talking to the stallion.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right.
That's right.
These 30-second synopses
Anyway.
go really long.
There's this bad scientist in Germany, and there's this
That's a
good
shocker.
scientist. I know it's
Yeah,
crazy.
Nazi,
Good
right?
scientist in America.
It's
They
always
both
a
have this
scientist,
serum. They
yeah.
both try to use this serum to make themselves stronger and better. Basically, the serum just makes everything better. So if you're a great person, you'll become a greater person. If you're a bad person, you become a really bad
It's
person.
like money.
It is.
Politics.
Exactly.
Oh wait, no, everything's
Power.
just bad.
So he gets injected with this stuff. He's this huge, dominating guy. They won't let him fight because they don't really know what to do with him. Anyway, he goes around selling war bonds and tries to help the war effort. And finally, he gets involved and he goes and saves his friend. And then it's the battle to good and evil, and pretty much basically it.
The only thing I heard about this was that there wasn't enough of him as a muscly guy, and that came from my wife when she went out on girls'
right.
night to watch Captain America.
Needed him to be more
Okay.
Her and her
Yeah.
girlfriends
And
went out to it.
there
and
That
you
was
go.
too much because I was starting to feel a little.
For our one
Ashamed.
female listener,
It was
at this
funny.
point.
She goes, I thought the movie was okay. Not nearly enough of him as a muscly guy. Great.
So she wanted Twilight.
So you went and like
Captain
That
America
was that
Twilight,
ordered
right?
P90X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That night I
Dad
stayed up
with
till
shirt.
1 when the infomercial came on. And, yeah.
So working out ever since. Anyway, I thought it was a pretty good movie. It was entertaining. It was fun. It's kind of neat to see how they're developing the story because I guess they're going to be making an Avengers movie. So they're going to be bringing in all these characters of all these different movies.
Yeah, there are trailers
Okay, so
out
that's
for
what I was
that.
going to ask. So does it all tie in? Because the big thing at the end of Iron Man was the guy from S.H.I.E.L.D. shows up. Is
Oh,
it
yeah, 'cause
all
he's
all tied in?
Same thing with this one.
So they are tying
they're
it
all
together.
So
tying it all
chronologically, Iron Man comes after the
together.
first Avenger
Uh-huh.
or
After
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
Yeah, Captain America was World War II. Then he gets frozen in ice for like.
However
Then he
many
becomes
years
the
from
Silver
then
Surfer.
who's
till
the-
now.
Who's the author on these ones?
Yeah.
Is that-
Stan Lee is involved with a lot of the Marvel stuff. He probably created
Right.
some of these guys.
Stanley Kubrick.
Stan
Lee.
Space Lee.
Oh,
Stanley
Yeah.
Lee.
Stanley Kubrick.
Stan
Is that his full
Lee.
name, Stanley Lee?
I don't know.
Stanley
really.
Lee.
I don't know.
Stan
that
Lee.
would stink, man.
That would be horrible.
Stan double Lee.
But that's what I was
Rob
thinking.
Roberts,
It was
John
Stan Lee,
Johnson.
but I couldn't remember if those
Yeah,
were.
Peter Peterson.
I don't know. There are
He
some
did
other
the
guys,
X-Men
but
too, though, right?
yeah, he's done. I mean, a lot of the people that we know,
Yeah.
you know, he's created them or at least been involved. But
They
they're
all
kind
have
of tying
the-
it all
They
together.
all have the same first letter,
Apparently,
the
I
first
don't
and last name, right? Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. I can't think of the
I
other
don't know.
names, but
They're not
all
very
of them.
creative.
So has anyone else seen it?
I haven't.
No.
But-
I'd recommend
but Is it good? I mean,
It is good.
Okay.
I thought it was fun.
Were there enough explosions for your liking, Jim?
There was
Because I
some
know
good
you
fighting.
like
There was some good fighting. There could have been more.
action scenes.
There was a good bloody death, which was really quite worthwhile.
Now,
All right.
I didn't like
Was
it.
it-
I didn't like it at all, honestly.
how come?
Well, I
I
can't
just
say
think
that I'm surprised.
It took forever for him to
So-
actually do something.
3 out of 5.
And that's what
No,
my wife
I
said. She
would
said
not
the
give
story
this
It
three
did
out of
take
five.
the story did
It-
take a long time, but I thought
They
these
could've-
first movies they have to set it up for the
Yeah.
movies that they're going to make later on.
I get that, but I mean, I think 20 minutes edited out of just like him dancing around on stage selling war bonds. It seemed like that took
was
forever.
long.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh
it
my
took a while.
gosh, go
It takes a
away.
while to sell war bonds.
Did he have one of those like flat, the flat top
They-
hats? And
I mean,
came-
they had- They had
Yeah.
like fake Hitler come out and they did like
Yeah.
play things, and it just seemed like, I was waiting. Okay, someone's gonna attack him on stage.
Just
or,
throw your shield at someone for heck's sake.
nothing, and there was very little. So you obviously heard because that's
I've
that's
heard-
his big thing, right? He bounces his shield
Shield.
around and stuff. That pretty much didn't happen. So if you're a fan of the comic books, I know a lot of people loved it.
That was his weapon. Was
But
that
I just-
Star Shield?
Yeah, I just didn't really like it.
Wasn't
And
your
I
thing.
thought it was kind of cheesy. I have the same impression of Thor. I just don't. Iron Man, he gets in his suit and it's like, man, he looks freaking cool. Captain America gets in his suit and I'm just like, you look like a freaking idiot.
All right, but when you go back and you watch Iron Man, where do you start watching Iron Man from?
The explosion.
Do you go?
parts?
Do you
What do you
go?
mean?
Do you
The
watch it from the
beginning.
very beginning, or do you start it when he gets out of the cave?
For him,
It's not a
I think the
cave.
whole thing.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
you
thinking
built
of
a suit.
Batman.
No,
After you build the
Have you
suit,
seen
you
that?
have to
He
built
build
the suit.
it.
The first
It's,
one, I mean,
Where do you
No,
start
I-
watching? Because that's where
I-
it becomes interesting in Iron Man.
Really? Because
I
I
would still watch
thought
the
Iron Man
because
was
it's not that
he's an
long.
interesting
But it's still-
character.
I'm just saying that it's
Stark
still-
is such a cool guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
Anyway.
good, but that's as far as excitement. There isn't a whole lot of excitement. There's some.
And maybe that's Robert Downey Jr. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
maybe he makes it. He sells
Yeah,
it.
maybe because he's a pretty good actor. But he also, there is, even though it's just background story, there is some entertainment value, I thought, in the first part of the
Well, I think so
movie.
too. I'm just trying to. I
haven't seen
agree.
this other
I
movie,
do
so
agree
that-
that it takes forever.
It took a while.
It takes a
though.
long time, and I thought the same thing.
About
I thought it takes,
the whole
it takes a
movie.
while.
What if they cut maybe 20 minutes, a half hour,
Yeah,
or
they
something?
could.
I think it would have just been
'Cause it was
choppier and
close
like
to two
boom.
hours. I thought and they could have done an hour and a half.
So if you
There's no such thing as an hour and a half movie anymore,
There
though.
Well, I'll tell you, I
37 minutes.
went with like all the guys in my family, and my brother was in town. So there was about 10 guys, right? And everybody loved it, but me. So
Okay.
obviously, I'm in
That
the
explains
Well,
it.
minority.
you're
If
the
you knew-
you're the Debbie Downer of the Average Joe Movie Show. So
just bring a little realism to the show.
if there were going to be no other Avenger movies, can it stand on its own, or do you walk out thinking, it was okay, but I give it higher ranks because
Part
it
of a
laid the
collection
foundation.
or something.
I don't know how they're going to do it now if they ever make a Captain America 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the story was all back in World War II, so I don't know how.
And then
Bring
he's
him to
frozen
the-
until the modern day.
Yeah,
So it's
so I don't
like,
know how they
what
bring
could
it
they
back.
do?
I guess there was a show back in the day, wasn't there? Like a TV show, Captain America.
Yeah.
I think
And it
that
was
was
more
The
modern.
Great American Hero, Greatest
No.
American Hero.
Love that show.
That's the
Because I
amazing
might have
race.
been Captain America for Halloween when I was like 7.
His
And
comics
when
are
I was
some
6,
of
I
the
was
best.
Really?
Believe it or not.
He's not. He
Walking
can't
around.
fly. He can't. He doesn't have. I mean, he's strong, but he isn't like
A mutant
Hulk or
or-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't shoot crap out of his eyes or any of that. I mean,
weird.
That would be
Yeah,
gross.
he
That
just.
would
I
not be a
mean,
good
he
movie.
uses his brain
That's
and
the worst
he's a decent
Superpower.
fighter. This
Crap
guy.
eyes.
This guy didn't really use his brain. I mean, this guy just, he used his muscles. He just walked around and just, shot people. And, I mean, Dolph Lundgren could have played the part, or
I must break you.
Arnold Schwarzenegger or something.
Okay. So I don't know if that was for or against.
I don't
it,
know
but
either, but maybe 4 parts of it.
Yeah,
But
I'd give it.
against
If we
most
were
of it.
rating it, I'd give it like a 2 out of 5.
Whoa.
That's lower
Whoa.
than.
Audio check. Did we get that? Holy smokes!
I was as entertained by it as I was by Eagle Eye.
Wow.
No way.
Remember that?
Are
movie?
you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
So,
I really
Twilight-
didn't
Because
like it.
Eagle Eye makes me angry. That show was so
Yeah, but
dumb.
this-
Maddening.
Does Eagle Eye make you angry all the way through the movie or just parts of it?
Pretty much all the way through.
When you go back and watch it, where do you start watching?
And let me tell you where the pinnacle was. Let me tell you where the pinnacle was. When the eye in the sky or whatever, the dude starts taking off, and the eye in the sky magically breaks the high voltage
That is-
power.
That is
Rod?
the
That's
best
my point.
part
Goes
of the
through-
movie.
That's my point.
Comes
Because did you
down.
like the movie up until that
No.
point?
And
No.
he disintegrates.
That's my question.
That dude
Look,
disintegrates.
Spark. I have 2 words for you guys. The box.
Awesome. I
Worst.
have one word for
Okay,
you.
now the
Awesome.
now the
That's what I have for
yeah,
you.
you can't really go the box because at least the box had moments, right?
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, from like press play to eject. That's how
Hold
awesome.
on. Hold on. I gotta
the
talk to the
last
camera.
10-15 minutes.
Worst movie ever.
So
Cut it off about 10 minutes short
Yeah.
of the end.
No
just
way.
like you're probably doing with this.
Just-
So we'll go ahead and just move
Yeah.
to Brandon's movie.
So I watched Ghostbusters, a very classic
Which
movie.
one?
Kind of.
One?
One.
I
Yeah,
love
my kids hadn't
Ghostbusters.
seen it, which is always kind of scary, right, for 80s comedy to let the kids watch, but they like it.
There's only a
so-
few dirty innuendos in it. Not too
A little
bad.
bit of language, but they don't really understand it, so I don't know
So
if
it's
that makes
okay.
it okay or not, but
So you gotta plant the seed subliminally.
yeah, so I'm doing that. Doing a great job.
to me.
Okay, anyway, Ghostbusters, great movie. I'm still a huge fan.
Yeah.
Now, can you do a 30-second rundown? Because I blend them all together. I can't remember which one's
So
which.
the original one is where
They meet Slimer.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit, right? They're all scientists,
Yes.
and Bill Murray seems to be kind of on the low
It's
end
like
of the
a
science.
quasi-scientist.
Yeah. He somehow got through school, maybe kind of on the backs of the other 2 guys. Anyway, so they're looking for grant money. They're all into paranormal, I think.
Okay.
And then stuff starts happening, like at the library.
Yeah,
and then
real
it builds.
paranormal activity.
Yes, and so even they seem kind of skeptical at first, but then as it starts happening, then they build their business. And
It's the one.
That's where-
Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Yeah.
That's the main bad
Gozer, where they
Gatekeeper
the
and
building.
Keymaster.
Talk about a spoiler.
guy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's out now.
The Michelin Man comes at the end. You know the
That's
Michelin
right.
Man. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What did you think of? I couldn't help it.
Wait, what do you mean we chose? Who thought of something?
That is a good show though. And there's
That's
tons of
classic.
there's
Classic
so-
lines.
tons
So
of
many.
one-liners. Yeah,
You mind
there's
if I
like
put your kids down? You're short, ugly, and a terrible burden on your mother.
It's a good movie.
That is good.
Pretty good show. So,
So-
we've had a couple that would be decent for Halloween.
Yeah, that's
And that's
a
kind of why we
Halloween
watched
movie.
it. Is
Yeah, 'cause it's more
not
of a-
too scary, but kids could watch it.
it's a
and-
comedy type Halloween movie, not so much the
Yeah,
suspense.
yeah. Where'd you get it?
Oh, we have
Oh,
it.
you own it. Okay.
Who doesn't know?
Is it not?
It's Ghostbusters.
It might be
Yeah,
streaming
I don't
though.
know.
I don't know.
I saw
I'm
one of
disappointed.
the Ghostbusters on streaming, but I can't remember if it was just the original.
How many are there?
Two.
And they're doing a remake,
I
I
thought there
guess.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Actually, they all come back as ghosts because they're that
They're,
old.
they're so old.
Oh man, I saw a Bill Murray movie this week that I didn't want to talk about, but just you bring that up makes me think about it. So bad, should have never been made.
What is it?
Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, that
Have you
is
guys
bad.
ever seen it?
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
cartoon one?
Yeah.
It's half cartoon,
yeah.
where it goes inside
I'm
the
so-
body.
I
or
don't want
something.
to hijack.
No,
your-
no, we're good because most people have seen Ghostbusters and
Pretty much nobody
you can
saw,
quote a lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
thank
Nobody
goodness.
saw.
except for me.
It's that, right? Where
It's supposed to
he
be
goes
like a
inside the
kid's
body
movie.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's horrible. It's filled with bathroom humor and just potty jokes, and
Was it made by Adam Sandler?
could have
Something
been.
wrong with that.
Because his are all like that.
Bill Murray
Yeah,
was like
humor,
this
potty
total
jokes,
slob.
yeah.
It was just horrible. Done.
Apparently, kids like it though because kids, we noticed that no matter what, kids seem to think that's funny.
Potty humor.
I thought
Even
Crab
like-
Pies was fun.
I mean, I have just girls, and
Yeah.
they still think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny, and you.
Why is that
Someone
natural?
says the word fart in my house, and everybody just like starts laughing.
Yeah,
Somebody,
it's
cut,
hilarious.
somebody cuts one in my family and everybody starts
Yeah, and it's
laughing.
hilarious, right? Even my girls, they all like then they blame it on each other, and you're like, no, you're girls.
See, it's
You're
making
supposed
me
to be
laugh right now.
proper.
He just had
Sugar and spice
You
and
can
everything
picture
nice.
the 3-year-old, right, telling the other one, "Haha, you did it."
All right, so,
So,
what you got?
and I watched Source Code, and have any of you guys seen
Yeah.
The train, right?
Yeah,
Very
the train.
cool
right.
idea.
Right. And boy, I try not to do a spoiler here, but it.
Don't spoil it because I want to see it. now.
Okay,
You
so
guys
it's
see it.
basically.
Hartnett, right? Josh Hartnett. Is that who?
No, it's the guy.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's
Yeah, Gyllenhaal or
Guy
whatever.
like
He's got like a
Gyllenhaal.
40-letter name.
With no vowels in it.
Yeah.
With the sister that was in the Batman.
I don't care about the sister. I like Jake
No,
Gyllenhaal.
she's awful.
Wait,
Yeah.
he's got a
Sister
sister.
in the back.
Yeah,
she was in the
Jenny
second Dark
Gyllenhaal.
Knight.
Jakey.
Jill
Jackie.
Gyllenhaal.
What is
She
her
was in
name?
which Batman?
Frankly,
Yes,
it doesn't matter. The
second
second
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
Maggie.
But the
Maggie.
Oh,
Gyllenhaal.
she's
like the actual
no.
second one, or
She's the one
Dark
that took
Knight.
our place.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
She dies.
She
The
took.
joke-
She was supposed to
in
be
the
Tom
Dark Knight.
Cruise's wife, even though they changed actors. It was the same character.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
You know what's her name?
it was Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
In there.
Yeah,
in
in the
Batman
first movie it was
Begins.
Katie Holmes, and in the next
and
one
they
it's Maggie
switched her.
Gyllenhaal. Which I hate when
Yeah.
they do that.
Oh, okay.
Same character but two different
Two
actors.
actors.
Yeah, I thought they both were bad, so it didn't really matter.
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
I
this
know
will
they
be
could
where
do
we
worse,
cut
but
to
they-
this camera right here. So the 30-second without ruining it.
You just don't like hanging around with us, do you? It's like
No,
in and
no,
out.
this is
Wham
great.
bam, thank you,
You
man.
know,
We're
people
2 out of
really
5.
want to watch this.
All right,
2 out of
go
5.
ahead.
So it is basically a movie where a guy has he is being asked to. He's a soldier, and he's being asked to try to figure out who is going to blow up a train. And he gets multiple chances to do it, kind of like a video game almost. He has multiple opportunities to try to solve this crime.
You can respawn.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me that's what I thought of, or I thought of like Groundhog's Day.
Yeah,
in
I
a
don't,
way,
I
you
don't
know?
think it's a.
And I don't think that's a spoiler.
spoiler, but yeah, it's like deja
Well,
vu.
I think that's even in all of the previews. 'cause
I've
now I
seen the
remember
movie
it's
and
coming
I
back
know.
that
They
they
show it
keep
explode,
showing him
and then
going back.
and then
Yeah.
he goes again and tries.
It finds some sort of wrinkle in the space time.
And it's kind of there's a little bit of mystery,
It's a good.
little bit of mystery, and obviously a lot of action stuff going on. But what I really liked about it was just the people on the train. I thought it was just interesting how they kind of
You're
like
talking about
as
like the extras or whatever, or not extras, but
the different people as he's trying to figure out who's actually doing it and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
each of them actually has a personality, and they've got different things going on, and he's kind of building this relationship with this lady. Kind of reminded me of Twilight, actually, in some parts.
How old is it? How long
No,
is it?
it's
year,
really
last
new.
year.
It's like a year old.
that
or
came out in the
something.
theater like
Yeah.
last summer, maybe.
So it is out on DVD, but
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got it on
Last spring or
Amazon
something.
Instant Video or whatever. Oh, glad I bought it. Actually, it was pretty good flick. I don't know. What did
Is
you
it-
guys think? Anyone that's
Oh, I thought it was good. I agree.
Have you guys seen Vantage Point?
yes.
Is it kind of like that?
Oh, I
No.
it's good.
Vantage point is there's no like messing with space time. It's just
Different
they
views.
Yeah,
tell the
it
same
only
story.
happens
So he's
one
basically
time.
just
He's just redoing it
reacting.
and trying to figure it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fails.
So it is
and then
like
he fails.
a
It's
better
more like
example
deja
would be, or
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day,
Or Groundhog's
really,
Day,
like,
but
like,
where
less funny.
he
So
with
he just-
terrorists and
Yeah.
bombs.
but instead
So he
of trying to
basically
fix
has to
his
keep
life,
Which was a great
he's trying to
story
fix
movie,
the
by the way.
event.
I would have liked to have seen the bombs in Groundhog's Day, actually.
Would have spiced
And
it
the
up a little
terrorists,
bit.
yeah.
I got you, babe.
No.
I got
Just
you.
stop.
babe.
Yeah.
Apparently, you don't
I-
remember the part where he takes the groundhog to the pit.
That is
All
an
right,
explosion
terrorism.
there.
Okay,
Domestic
there was
When he
terrorism.
drives
Yeah,
the
that's
truck
right.
off
Or when
the
he
cliff.
punches the guy right in the face.
Yes, that was
Alright,
me.
I need to go back and watch it.
So what were you?
Oh, but he was an insurance salesman, though, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was okay.
I really liked it. I thought it was a creative idea. I mean, other than the 3 movies that we named that are very similar to it. I thought it was pretty neat. Yeah, for all the same reasons that you liked it. I thought the people in the plane, or in the train, you could really get into their...
Snakes on a plane.
Crane.
Snakes on a plane.
Wow, there's some free association. We took that all over the place.
I liked the movie. I thought it was good.
I give it 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Ooh, straws.
I don't know what I would rate this one, but I bought it. I'm glad I did, actually.
It was good.
Yeah.
Well, you motivated me to buy it.
Highly recommend it.
Check it out.
Yeah, I would. I'd see it. Maybe a red box or something. $1.
You know what would be even better?
Watching the box?
Is if you pirated it for me.
No.
What?
Okay.
We're video now. People know what you look like now.
They're gonna track you down.
There's the guy. You're going to walk into the post office and your
The
picture.
IRA is going to be all over this.
Would you steal a purse? Would you steal a car?
So I think that's about it, unless anybody else wants to make any other comments about it. Anybody see any good DVDs or
Just
series, other series like series or shows this week?
You know what show
I thought
that
we should do.
Oh, go ahead.
I think we should do a podcast about TV shows.
Okay, so maybe we'll do that another week then.
Once we get up to like 50 subscribers and the money
So
starts
tell your
rolling
friends.
in.
Tell your friends so we can talk about TV shows.
So there's a threat for you.
So could we do
I
it?
mean,
would it
I
be part
promise.
1, part 2, or what?
Here's the
You
ultimatum.
know, just talk about the shows that we watched that week. We could get all gossipy, like
It's like the water
Did you
cooler
see
show,
on-
man.
that's right. Like,
Hanging
you think
around the water
so-and-so's
cooler.
gonna kiss.
Well, so I've heard the Walking Dead. Just for an example, The Walking Dead. I've heard it's like the best ever.
It's good.
I thought it was good, but I had a hard time finishing the first.
We're
I like.
5
See
or
now
6.
it was made for
We're
TV.
getting into a whole other
It's
podcast.
really gory.
I think
I
they're
haven't
talking about
seen it.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I like Shaun of the Dead.
Rated R.
No, it's
What is
on,
Walking? What channel is it on?
Oh, are you talking about Shaun of the Sheep?
No,
Where do you see
but they-
Walking
No,
Dead?
that's Shaun the Sheep.
It's
Shaun of the Dead is always on Comedy Central.
AMC.
Okay.
And
Check it out.
Breaking
Netflix.
Bad is the other one on AMC, right? That's
Yeah.
supposed to be really
It's
good.
supposed to
I
be
haven't
really
seen
good,
either one.
and they're all like
Breaking
mature.
Bad's the one where he's the heroin guy, right?
He's something, yeah. He's like a
Drug.
chemistry teacher that's cooking up drugs and stuff.
It's like Weeds, but worse.
Weeds, that's pretty funny.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so now you know like all of our naughty secrets, or at least some of them. We'll do some more next week.
Secrets.
Well, that like
No,
Justin
no.
watches all these shows.
Oh, yeah.
You like nasty zombie movies and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as there's gore, I'm in.
Yeah, a
As
lot
long
of
as it's
people
not
die.
Al.
Death and
Violence,
explosion.
action.
And Matt likes kittens.
Kittens, yeah.
Long walks
So-
on the beach.
Thanks for
Rainbows.
He's a bird.
watching, and please comment. Let us know if you would rather have this or just the audio, because
We're just
I
not
know
seeing
we're
our faces.
Do you want to see the mugs? Or
pretty
just
attractive fellows. And thanks for watching.
It's got to be much bigger, though.
I'd say we're average.
It's proof of that we are just average Joes.
We're just normal.